Yes, boys. All right, in this video, I'm gonna be explaining to you the exact mindset that you need to be able to move abroad and leave your hometown if you are a young man in your 20s, right? At the time of me making this video, I had been outside of the UK for 11 months now, so almost a year. From just outside of West London, one-way ticket, came straight to Thailand. Almost a year later, I'm still here, right? Last man standing shit. I'm gonna explain to you the exact mindset that you need to hold, right? What type of person do you need to become? How do you need to actually think in order to be able to go and move abroad and leave home, right? And why mindset is so important to allow you to actually take your life into your own hands, quit your full-time job and do exactly what it is that you want to do, right? So the first thing that I want to tell you lot about is the importance of understanding paradigms, bro. Like, what is a paradigm? A paradigm is a collective of ideas, right, that someone will hold, right? You need to understand that every single person has a paradigm, right, and lives on a certain paradigm. Your paradigm is a collective of ideas that enforce the way that you think, right? Your paradigm, aka the bunch of ideas you have in your head, which could be, I'll never be able to make my own income, I'll always have to rely on a job to make money, I'll never be able to leave my home country because of A, B, and C. These are a collection of your ideas, right? And then your ideas, as a result, enforce your habits. So because you don't believe that you can move abroad and you don't believe that you can sustain yourself online or doing whatever it is outside of your 9-to-5 job, your habits are then limited self-belief, lack of self-belief into yourself. You don't try and push yourself to go and learn new skills. You don't push yourself to learn sales and marketing. You don't really avidly go after getting yourself to a position where you're actually able to take the steps to move abroad, right? Because then your habits enforce your actions, aka being dependent on your job, really trying to, you know, just be a corporate bot or NPC and someone who's just like, oh, my job, my job, my job, because you don't believe that there's any other route. And therefore your actions will enforce your results, aka you staying in the exact same location, your hometown, the ends, wherever it is that you could be from, right, for a prolonged amount of time. Even if you don't want to be doing that, that is the paradigm that you're on, which is enforcing how you go on to live your life, right? So why do I say this stuff? The reason why I say this stuff is because I had to really change my paradigm to allow me to become someone who has the mindset needed to be able to move abroad. As much as I say to people the actions that I did was all it took me was for me to say, you know what, booked, I literally handed in my resignation as normal, had 30 days to leave. That was in January 2024, right? And then literally a week after I handed in my resignation, I went on Google Flights, I looked at an economy class flight to Thailand and I booked that. And I packed my bag for 7 weeks later and I left. Those were the actions. But let's take it a step back and ask ourselves, what type of paradigm did Thai need to have in order to allow him to do such an action? If we know that paradigms enforce our habits enforce our actions enforce our results. The paradigm that I had to brainwash myself into living by was that I am independent. I feel like so many young men go wrong because you're just comfortable being dependent on your parents, bro. I'm turning 23 in 2 months' time, and from the age of like 19, I just knew that like I'm not happy and content knowing that my mum does my washing, bro, and I'm a young man, I'm meant to be an adult, and I'm depending on my mum for a certain amount of things. That's just me being real. Like when I was living with my mum, even when I was the age of 21 or 22, and I'm like, yeah, mum, I'm gonna cook now, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You're never able to really step into your own and become an actual man whilst you're under your mum's roof. You're not. Or any of your parents' roof, you're not. I don't care what anybody tells you or what you believe. You cannot step into your own as a young man and become a fully fledged adult until you leave your home. Your home specifically, let alone your hometown, I'm gonna get onto that. But you need to leave mommy and daddy's house, bro. Like, real. Like, I was trying to do stuff and become my own man or become the man of the house. And even if you're in my situation, like I used to live with just my mum. So it was my mum and me. There was no other, I didn't have my dad, there was no male figure in the house, right? So my mum's now trying to like do for me the things that she would have done for my dad if he was still in the house. So she's trying to cook for me, provide somewhat for me, do things for me. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And just be like a very caring mother. Love my mum, shout out mumsy, because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here really. But at the same time, like as a young man stepping out into this world, it's a hard world out here, bro. Like that's just the reality of it. So if I was allowing myself to be in this bubble of, oh, my mum's gonna do my washing, my mum's gonna go and cook for me, my mum's gonna do A, B, and C, right? How is that equipping me to go out there and really like dominate this world and really go after the stuff that I want, bro? If like from a where I live perspective, my environment is not even allowing me to really embody what it's like to become a man, embody what it's like to be fully independent, embody what it's like to have full autonomy over my time and the things that I'm doing. So first things first, right? The paradigm that I shifted and started to brainwash myself into believing or living by is that I'm out here on my own. I have to really like mentally like cut off the fact in my brain that I have my mum to fall back on, and I have my granddad's house to fall back on, and my friends to fall back on. I don't. I'm all on my own. And when I did that, genuinely, that was the most liberating feeling for me ever, solely because it made me realize that the power's in my hands. There is no plan B. So I just live by the quote that my plan A is gonna work, because there is no plan B, bro. It's that real. Like, when you mentally check out of that dependency you have to your parents, to your job, to this, that, and the third, that's the only time when you're really gonna be able to have that extra fire that's unleashed within you, bro, because you know that now that's all on you. You know that if you be lazy and you don't work and you don't perform, you're not getting the results that you want. You're not getting the freedom to be able to live and travel to wherever or whatever part of the world that you want, bro. So first things first, you need to brainwash yourself into becoming an independent male, even if it doesn't physically show yet. Remember what I said, your paradigm, right? Your group of ideas. Change your group of ideas, and those group of ideas will change your habits. Your habits will change the actions, the things you actually do. So physically, you will stop relying on your mum. You will stop being so codependent on your dad or your mum or people around you to do stuff for you, because you know that there is no safety net. That's an illusion, bro. You don't have as many people around you who are going to be able to provide for you as much as you think, especially as you're getting older and going into adulthood, man. I'm in my early 20s. I've got a lot more life experience to learn, but that's something that I'm very glad that I've learned at an early stage of my life, which is that you're out here on your own, bro. Your mum is here and your parents are here to raise you from an infant to when you're an adult. At 18, you're an adult. Even if you don't fully act like one, it's time to now start taking on responsibilities as if you were one. And that's the only way you're going to be able to level up and do the things that you want, man. So paradigm, number one, right? The first new collective of ideas, right, is to understand that you need to be fully independent, right? And now a sub bracket of now becoming independent fully is when it comes down to your job, right? So many people don't even realize, right, that somebody else is in control of your life. When I was working a 9-to-5 job, I'm not here to slate 9-to-5 jobs. If that's what you want to do, do it. But I'm speaking specifically for you, my boy. You watching this because you want to move abroad, you want to become independent, and you want to level up in your life. So here's the blueprint, bro. Here's what I've done. Copy this shit. Yeah. Second thing I had to realize is that my boss is in control of my life. It's deeper than just, oh yeah, like I didn't get a salary promotion. Let's really break it down. You not being able to go and get a salary increase or a promotion by your manager, or you being declined from getting an extra £500 a month or whatever they're going to pay you, from 22k a year to 27.5, right? After tax, it's only like an extra, what, £300? Yeah. That literally means that somebody else external to you is in control of how much money you make in a month. Is that not crazy? Like, just receive what I'm saying for a second, yeah? Nobody can tell you what clothes to wear. Nobody can tell you when to get in the shower. Nobody can tell you where you can and can't walk or what part of the road you can walk on. So why are you allowing somebody else to tell you how much money you can make in one specific month? To me, that's crazy. Like, when I changed my paradigm to start thinking more independently, and then realizing, raw, this whole shit is a scam. Am I saying that, oh, I hate jobs, da 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 da? I'm not here to try and brainwash you into thinking that, but I'm just giving you additional information, right? Really intrinsically understand that if you have a boss right now, your boss controls the amount of money that you can save in a month. Your boss controls the amount of money that you can give back to your family in a month. Your boss controls the amount of freedom that you have, because you need to have money to get the freedom that you want. So therefore, your boss controls your life, bro. Whether you like it or don't like it, your boss controls your life. You can sit here and complain, or you can take action, repurpose your energy and go and do something about it, right? Your boss controls your life. I quickly realized that, because go look at my previous videos, right? I was always talking about how, you know, I really tried to go hard in my career. I really tried to level up and climb the corporate ladder. But in my opinion, it's just a bit of a scam, because at the end of the day, you're never gonna have control. And that's what every human being wants, is control and autonomy over their life. You're gonna get these people who are like, oh yeah, like you should be financially free at 17. Like, I'm not here to try and tell you that shit. I'm just simply here to tell you, bro, that why would you not want to fight to have control over your life? It's deep. Like, people be like, oh, it's not that deep, bro. It's deep, bro. Like, if your boss has stopped you from getting a promotion, or you feel like you've got value which exceeds the amount you're being remunerated, right, and you're not allowed to get that new promotion, your boss controls you, because your boss controls your income, which controls your amount of things you're able to do, which controls your experiences, which means your boss controls your life. So for me, what did I practically do, right? I practically started to understand quickly that if I really want freedom, and that's what I'm after, right, I'm never going to achieve this through working a normal, traditional 9-to-5 job in this new era we live in of social media, creator economy, whatever. It's not going to happen. It's a facade that you've been sold. And a deeper one, you have to ask is, who even taught you that the thing that you should do in your life is go get a normal job and get your degree and then go get a graduate job? Who told you that that was the blueprint for life, bro? Fuck that shit. Nah, that's not my blueprint. No one's going to put their agenda onto me. I live my life and do what I want to do. I'm not going to follow no preset rules just because my mum, my dad, my granddad have done that. Like, respectfully, that's not me. So losing my point, passion, yeah? Just ask yourself, yeah, for how long do I want my boss to be in control of my life? Because the short answer is, if you work a 9-to-5 job right now, you are under control. Whether you like it or not, you are. It's gonna hurt some people, but it's facts, bro. You're being controlled, bro, because your boss controls your life, right? So what you should do practically, what did I actually do? I started to ask myself, what are the skills that I'm learning in my 9-to-5 job, and how can I get paid by using the same skills I already have outside of my 9-to-5 job, where I can have control over how much money I make, how much time I put in, what I do, what specifically I get paid for, how much my salary increases, all these things, right? Example, right? I used to work for the 5th largest media company in the world, right? I was there for like 2-3 years. In that role, I learned presentation skills, public speaking. I learned how to understand Gen Zs and what young people want in their corporate job. I learned all these different skills, right? And what I started to do is break down these skills and say to myself, what skills am I learning in this 9-to-5 job, and what can I pull? What am I being taught from normal standard training we learn in the corporate world, and what can I use for myself? A perfect example, right? I used to get told to do a lot of public speaking and lead a lot of presentations. At the start, I used to hate it. This is back when I was 19. I had no confidence. I hated being on camera. I hated speaking in public. Couldn't hold eye contact, right? I had to do so much public speaking and lead so many presentations that I built the muscle, because I learned the skills to be able to effectively lead a room and effectively get people to listen to you and public speak with confidence. So what did I do? I started using that and leveraging the skills I was learning, and I started getting paid for public speaking. I did a public speaking event at the London School of Economics back in, I don't know, a month before I came to Thailand actually, and I got paid like £500, speaking for an hour, delivering some easy keynote to some students about the same stuff I was teaching in my work that I was getting paid to do under my 9-to-5. Exact same skill set, taking the exact same skill set of public speaking, but applying it into a new realm, which I am now in control of. So where I'm making my 2K a month, whatever, from my job, right? I'm getting that 2K a month I'm making from my job. Doesn't matter how hard or how easy I work. If I do a lot, I get paid 2K. If I don't do nothing, I still get paid 2K, right? And I'm doing all these individual skills. Now I've taken that one skill and I've just got paid 25% of my monthly salary specifically from 1 hour worth of work, because I took the skill from over here in my 9-to-5 job and I put this into a different vehicle that gives me the control. Now I can set my rate. Now I can tell people how much I want to get charged. That's one example. So if you work in a sales job, or you're a trader, or you work in a sales job, or you do some account exec or some any entry level role, ask yourself, what are the different skills that I'm learning from this job? And once you found out what the skills you're learning from the job, how can I get paid from the skills in just a different way? How can I just repurpose it and take the skill of sales and apply it to my own online offer, rather than selling for some, I don't know, some solar panel company and making, I don't know, £1,500 a month for some shit? Like, repurpose the skills you're learning from your 9-to-5 job and bring it over here for where there's no cap and there's no boss, and you're in control of the stuff that you actually want to do, right? The next paradigm or next kind of trait that I learned, right, that's allowed me to move abroad is really just being, I don't even want to say not risk, what's the opposite of risk averse? Leaning into risk more, bro. Like, you need to understand and take this onto your paradigm that what you are scared of will define you. Like, literally, bro. Like, every single thing that there is that scares you, you are now capped and limited by that thing. So if I'm scared to go and talk to somebody, now I can go live life and grow. And then when it comes to talking to somebody, oh, can't grow, stop. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Or if I'm scared of being rejected, now I'm gonna live my life, but not try and, you know, talk to girls, or not try and, you know, I get new opportunities because I'm scared of rejection. So now I'm not gonna be able to reach that next stage in my life. I'm just gonna stay capped here. Everything you are scared of in your life is literally capping you, bro, and holding you back. So I start to take on the paradigm that I'm gonna do shit that scares me, bro. Me moving abroad, not knowing what I was gonna be able to do to make money, didn't know how to work social media when I first came out here, didn't have any active income. I did not know shit about shit, and I was scared. I'm man enough to tell you right now that when I first came out here to Thailand, I was scared. Scared to leave my mum, scared to leave the man them, scared to leave my friends, scared for all these different reasons, because it was a risk, but I still lent into that, and I did it. And I'm so happy, because what you are scared of will define you. So if you become fearless, you will become free. Literally, bro. If you become fearless and have that mentality and change your paradigm to think that I'm not scared of anything, I'm gonna go and do and lean into the things that scare me, you will be able to grow so much quicker in life compared to your competitors who are gonna stop at every little side of fear, bro. Like, at the end of the day, as a man, you need to feel the fear and still do it anyways, man. Am I a complete man? No, but I've learned that lesson the hard way, to know that every single thing that I'm scared of is gonna hold me back in my life, man. So I can't afford to allow myself to stay scared because of these things. So that's another shift that I had in my mentality, and that changed my paradigm. So back to what I'm saying, because that's a new paradigm or way of thinking that I had, the idea that I'm not scared of anything and that I'm gonna lean into risk and I'm gonna do risky shit within reason, that then changed my habits. So rather than me being leaning back and not taking certain opportunities because I'm scared, I'm gonna get presented with something, know that I feel scared, and still lean into it and go and do it. And because that's my habits, the actions made me become fearless. I'm now leaning into more things. I'm expressing more confidence. I'm becoming a more confident individual. So therefore, I've got the results to show what not being scared looks like. AKA you watching this video right now and seeing me sit here at this beach club, middle of the day on like a Friday, I think it is, making a video. This is what happens when you decide to lean into your fears and not allow the things you're scared of to define you, man. So boys, I just wanted to make this video quickly just to kind of talk to the old me, bro. If I could give some advice to, you know, younger Ty when he had longer hair before he came out here, this is exactly what I would have told myself, man. Like, this is exactly what you need to do and how you need to think. So many people tell you, oh, it's easy, bro, go and book a flight, but they're telling you to do it the wrong way, in the wrong order. They tell you about the actions to do, but they don't tell you about internally, how do you need to think and feel to get you to start taking those actions, man. Because if you're not someone who does or lives by that paradigm I just said, you're not gonna move abroad. You're gonna be too scared. I don't want to leave the mandem. I don't want to stop playing football at Power League. You're not going to move abroad, bro. It's only until you start to take on the paradigm and the mindset shift, then you're actually going to start to change your life, because your actions will change based off the things that you're thinking, man. So that's what I would say. Boys, my number one biggest advice I can give to anybody, yeah, if you're in your early 20s or in your 20s as a whole, right, leave your hometown, man. So many people in my hometown, I'm not gonna be here to slate and this, that, and the third, but they don't think like me. They just don't think like me. And the reason they don't think like me is because everyone wants to allow the things that they're scared of to limit them. And I was in an environment where people were talking about, oh, I wanna do this, bro, I wanna do it. But they're not doing shit. They're not doing nothing, bro. And they're gonna stay there, right? So if you wanna do different, you have to be different and lean into that. Lean into the fact that you're gonna be a different person than them, man. Because at the end of the day, your environment will define you. You will become a product of your environment. If you're in an environment which you don't like, and you don't feel like the people that you've grown up with now resemble the current place you're in your life, people are holding you back to when you was in year 9, or people was holding you back to what you did with that girl when you were 17, right? They're not seeing you as the new person you are now, the young adult, right? The entrepreneur, the business owner, right? If people don't see you for who you are today and they're holding you back to the old version of yourself, you need to leave that environment, bro. Because people are judging you to an outdated version of you, and you don't even identify with that version of yourself. So how are other people gonna hold you to a standard which is so far gone from who you are now? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Leave your hometown, man. I cannot stress it enough. Like, if you're in your 20s and you really want to do something big in your life and you really want to like level up and, you know, become the best version of yourself, you need to break free from that comfort zone, break free from that comfort, that family environment that's holding you back, because that is the biggest limitation, man. It's hard. Life is hard, man, so you gotta do that, boys, man. But I'm gonna be posting a lot more video. I ain't gonna say with that. Boys, subscribe for more content, more bangers on the way. Click the link in my bio, check the link in the description as well, and I'll see you in the next one, boys, man. Nice one.